Hey there, SpeedGaming, bringing you Super Metroid Randomizer Multi-Category Tournament 2022. Which save station is this? Who knows their SM save rooms? That's the mode we're playing today, and it's the outside of the first one, so where the blocks were removed, you can access that door without more help. So we're gonna see 2 items available, and one of them's gonna be Morph, or it could be Screw Attack. That opens up another option. But we got 3 majors here, one of them Screw Attack. Yeah. Jumping right into the game, didn't really get a chance to explain things. But there's Morph Ball. This can be 2 of the majors, so just 1 more. And then there's a lot of checks still to do. They don't have missiles is pretty noteworthy, so can't go out the green door at the bottom. And maybe forced out the elevator transition. So I'm gonna expect them both to head that way. You cannot use screw on 1 tile high blocks. Samus doesn't fit, unfortunately. Even when you're the size of an Among Us, you don't quite fit into those 1 tile blocks. But I am happy to see an Among Us sprite. It's a really quality sprite. It has a lot of unique yet like related to the Among Us game animations. So that'll be fun to watch. And then here's our first area transition. So right down, bottom right, red tower. The Green Star elevator. And this opens up many more transitions. Oh, hey, we're back in Green Star. They're on the other side of the green door, so that's noteworthy. And you can get the pipe item. But then there's always... Red Tower has 3 more transitions they can get to. There's our first missile pack. So we can open some doors now. Perfect. You're really cut off from doing things when you can't open doors. Okay, and then where's this one go? This one goes to Upper Norfair with the 2 items there. Again, that is super blocks, so it can't continue through. Nice to see runners not like they realize right away what they have to do. So not losing time over that. And we're gonna see Chrono. This is a race between Chrono and ARealCutie, and it's a 3-3 match. Important to call out the runners so we know who we're watching. Yeah, we're seeing Chrono here at Prince Star Reserve, and this is a really good check because it has 4 miners, I believe, and there's a super pack. Gonna need to take a bit of an ammo refill to get through the pink door, but Prince Star Reserve is one of the best places for miners, and you can still run into that major. Yeah, it's 5 items. I was counting the reserve, like the Chozo location as a major, but we're playing full item randomizer, so the majors can be anywhere. E-tanks don't count. In this, E-tanks are going to count as minors. You're not going to see the counter go down when they pick up an E-tank. And you can do a trick with Screw Attack to break through those blocks and get the hidden missile. But that could take some time if you're not up on your practice with it. No power bombs, so not much more they can do in Pink Brinstar. Could make a play to Spore Spawn, but not very likely. It seems like the better way to go is through Red Tower. Actually, didn't check the count in Red Tower, but they have supers now, and that can get you 2 of the checks. And then there's still all those area transitions to go through. Thanks, Beep Boop. Our tracker today is Beep Boop. Gonna be lighting up the items and helping me out with keeping track of what the runners are doing, where they can go. Yeah, that is something you can do, but like I said, you can also lose a lot of time to it. You have to aim down as you're jumping through, so that you are in a standing pose, and then you do a spin jump out of that stand. Yeah, would have helped to explain it as he was doing it. What can you do? Upper Norfair, we get this area transition here. That's Lower Norfair with a 1. Notably the back of Lower Norfair, so keep track of that. But Upper Norfair with high jump is going to have 3 very convenient minor checks. We're still in the stage of the race where you want power bombs, so going for good minor checks is what you want to do. Okay, great. Chrono has the power bombs now, and just looks to be overall a little bit ahead of Cutie. Yeah, Cutie just like an elevator ride and some fanfares behind. But we got a long race ahead of us. Settings this week. We're in week 7, so this is the last week of the Swiss round of the tournament. So the settings are everything. We've already seen random start. They had the Spore Spawn save room as the start over in Pink Brinstar. We have countdown. Countdown is the up north O2. That means there's 2 major items in Upper Norfair. We have full item randomization, which means the major items can be anywhere. We have full area randomizer. So the randomizer is going to be grouping the rooms into areas, and then the door transitions between areas is randomized. So like that's how they got here. There's 2 area transitions up the elevator, one through the crane mouth and one that normally goes to Red Tower. That's full area randomizer. It's pretty hard to keep track of. So I'm doing my best to keep my own tracker on the side, as well as the runners likely have a tracker going as well. And then finally, we have Boss Shuffle on. And that means, hey Gravity, that means bosses can be in different boss rooms. You're still going to go to the 4 normal boss locations to find bosses, but it could be a different boss there. Okay, so this is 1 E-Tank Crumble Tower. Probably you want 2 for logic. It's possible you want more. But on 1 E-Tank, it's a test of how well you can jump off these crumbles, because taking a fall is going to burn a lot of health. Then Cutie is just a really, really strong mechanical player, so makes it up. Chrono, unfortunately, taking that reset. And just gonna cost some time. Like, in general, we're expecting Cutie to pull ahead in execution. But these are all going to be, like, random item sets that maybe he's not used to. So that may not hold up. Okay, going in this time with full health into Crumble Tower. He gets the item and is in a spin jump state. So, like, the safe way would be to jump off the sides of the crumbles. Okay, but gets a buffered spin jump off the crumble. And out, no problem. So now with the gravity suit, that's one of the items for Upper Norfair. It wouldn't be safe to check Ice Beam, so not going to be seeing that. But Chrono did get it right away, second try, so didn't lose too much time to that. Then we're seeing Cutie back in Green Brinstar. Gonna dig out that one remaining major. They have all these pink Brin checks that were powerbomb locked, and they also have Edacoons over on the green side. So still a bunch of checks to do here. But while you're making these checks, you're collecting E-tanks and ammo. And since they have an Upper Norfair transition, you do want to pick up E-tanks. Build a little collection of those. But there's also only one item in Upper Norfair, so it's not that urgent that they go there. You're going to see the wave gate super shot. You got to pixel align against the wall for that super to hit. And you do that with a moonwalk to align with the lower part. And then you do a turnaround left and a turnaround right. And that makes you still pixel aligned with the wall when you take the shot. Criteria with a 4. So this is a good place to go through. And you have screw attack to speed up a lot of these checks. Can't get the ship peebs or shaft supers, but can get all the other checks. Plus there's a good number of area transitions up here. Okay, there's an important one. You got Kraid's Lair, and it has a 1. Kraid's Lair is 3 checks. But it's a random boss here, so it may not be Kraid. And if it's not Kraid, then you can't check the B-Tom room, the frog pocket. But boss shuffle, so we're going to be taking the save. And that's for safety. They can't kill a Ridley right now, and a Dragon would be pretty bad, but it's doable. Actually, their ammo isn't too far off, so it'd just be a little bit of farming. Kind of seeing the 1E tank, and if you're not practiced at a low ice style fight, you could take some hits and die. Okay, that item at Brim Reserve was an E-tank. So it's still nice to have that. But also not super valuable. It does get a nice reverse mock ball, though. Especially on custom sprite. Tricks like that can be hard. And then does power bomb to get out when shooting out the shot block. It's probably a little better. Especially since Cutie just had to take the time to farm power bombs like the Fireflies. On the other hand, get a refill on the B-Toms here. So maybe not. Yeah, there's a Ridley at Kraid's Lair. Ridley, always the first boss you find. You can kill 3 of them, so of course you get the one you can't. But when Chrono does run into Kraid in the future, then they'll know where to get that one major item. They just don't know when Kraid is going to appear. That's a console. So got some nice customization on both sides. Nintendo 64. Yes, mode item counts as criteria. The door on the right of the mode is the area transition door. But this is a lot of item checks from Cutie, and it still hasn't found that major. So not feeling too great about that. As Chrono runs straight into a major in this more dense part of the map. It's a space beam. So normally beam upgrades are good, but they already have screw attack, and that's gonna take care of any enemies that are in the way already. So not really what they're looking for, taking the time to clear out all these checks. And we have double supers in the back of Gauntlet, as well as that spring ball. Still preparing for easier boss fights. I want to get to that 30 super count and hope to find Varia for a Ridley fight. Chrono already knows where Ridley is, and it seems easy enough to get back to because there's so many area transitions connecting to criteria that all the bosses that they're going to run into from here they can already kill. So this is top of Red Tower. Going into the G4 door. Then the far left criteria. Back in Upper Norfair. That'll be the Croc door. And here we're gonna get a ship check from Cutie. Can he match? No. Just have a vanilla ship on Cutie's side. And this doesn't look like a vanilla Samus for Chrono either. Kind of resembles a fusion Samus. We are seeing the Among Us sprite. Cutie. At this tournament, it's been mostly recolored Samus or buff Kirby. And there was that Yoshi sprite. I saw that one nice. It is nice to see more variety. BT fight. Why is BT active? They don't have morph bombs. That's because Varia Tweaks is on. So as soon as you pick up that item, no matter what it is, you're gonna start the fight. And BT, actually a decent way to get back power bombs if you do have to do the fight. It gets out Alcatraz, third try. And it feels like Cutie is back to just being a few rooms behind again. It does have all those other checks done in green/pink Brinstar. Otherwise, kind of expecting them to follow the same path through here. Oh, Cutie didn't check the crab transition. That's important knowledge. A little bit interesting that 3 of these majors are going to be down here in Blue Brinstar. We haven't seen the Ship Peebs or Shaft Supers, so it could be in there. Yep. Not worried about power bombs or this Billy Mays into area transition check. That's something that you do have to watch out for. There's a lot of situations in area seeds, and like, it's good to track your ammo in general in Randomizer, but it comes up at a lot of points that maybe you're not expecting in area, where you need to have a certain number of power bombs to do everything. A Ridley kill would be 3 E-tanks in a reserve minimum, and has the super count. But on that amount of health, you have to be really practiced with that style of Ridley fight. And Cutie definitely is practiced with Ridley. Just maybe not with this item set. There's high jump, though. High jump, great movement item. Space jump, also great movement item. Speed booster. This has been fantastic. And then don't even have to check Billy Mays. Just got the 3 majors all in a row. So clearing out criteria, definitely the play. 23 minutes in, it really is all the movement items, just from that. And with no bosses left, that's like the whole seed left with full movement items. 1 item in West Meridia. So the thing is, you are going to want to go through this transition, and if Cutie hasn't checked Kraid's Lair, then isn't really in a position to get back to do that check. Let's see. Criteria connects to some convenient places. It's like Red Tower and Upper Norfair has connections to it. So it's not that out of the way. And is going to know that he's missing that transition. And I'm not at all expecting any various skips, but we have seen back of Lower Norfair, and we know that Ridley's not there. So it could happen. I feel like it's not too likely to happen with these settings. With Countdown. Countdown feels like a mode where you're gonna check all the majors and just run into both your suits, or narrow down where the suit has to be by the time you're in a position to skip it. Then you're also sort of expecting to find charge by the same line of thought. And maybe... I feel like one way to play this is to expect to run into charge and maybe pick up fewer ammo packs as you're playing out the seed. And then also the E-tank situation. Full countdown. Once you get the majors, you're going to be skipping all the other checks. And E-tanks, R-tanks are going to be mixed into those other checks that are getting skipped. So you often see low E-tank amounts in this mode. So I was in East Meridia. Has speed and can beat all the bosses. But it looks like once this major item first, the beach items, you can put them right next to the area transition. So a bit of a 2-for-1 deal up here. I don't think we saw Mama Turtle. There it is, Plasma. Plasma is good to have, but doesn't really add too much. Screw Attack, kind of better in all the situations where Plasma's good. Like, up until they get that charge beam. Once they get charged, then they'll be happy to have Plasma. But for now, Screw Attack is just such a strong item. And then they also have a space jump, so you just fly through rooms and not worry about anything. Cutie taking the croc fight. So Crocmire with one item. That means you're just going to do the couple checks and then leave once you find the item. Not going to make the whole trip down to Grapple, unless that's where it is. Yeah, ideally you want to see the major in this E-tank location, because in Area Randomizer, the top door here is gray. That leaves the croc zone. So you have the option of leaving without seeing the full croc death animation. But they're both here, both fighting croc. So no advantage gained for either one. Running into spikes is still bad for your health. Unfortunately, it didn't get the cool short charge. Kitty didn't. But that works out better when you have wave beam and you can wrap around shot the door. Otherwise, you have to leave the room normally, run over and open the door, spark through, and that's far less cool. If you leave the croc fight after croc enters the acid, you should have to start from the beginning again and push him back into the acid. Hey, it's an ice beam. So ice beam's a good find. Adds a bit more beam damage eventually. Check off your majors. I don't feel like it gets enough value to be worth killing croc, but it does help narrow down where Varia in charge are going to be. Although Cutie already on 40-50 is actually pretty close to not needing charge. 35-45 isn't too bad either. Now 40-45. So they're both set up where they don't really need charge. Can just find Varia and go. So Chrono has this bottom of West Meridia knowledge. But East Meridia was over here, and Wreck Ship is the other one. And you probably want to follow one of those. And pretty good chance that one of them goes to Torian. Yeah, we've seen most of the entrances now. Upper Norfair has 2. Lower Norfair, East Meridia, Wreck Ship have 1. And then Torian. So pretty good chance that you're gonna have to take this long trip through Wreck Ship or East Meridia, get to the boss, and then find Torian and have to turn around. 2 items in Wreck Ship, and you can check 3 of the locations with Fantoon not dead. Doing East Meridia first would give better odds at having Fantoon dead when you come to Wreck Ship. So, could be a reason to do Meridia before Ship. And yeah, it can go straight into that E-Tank check because Varia Tweaks is on. And that's because it enables random start with a Wreck Ship beginning. Can't put Morph Ball there. It just lets Wreck Ship be an interesting starting point. And that's certainly a start that we've seen this week. Running around 40 races every week. So we're going to see pretty much all the random starts that are on offer. We're nearing the end of the week now, but that still means a whole lot of matches blocked into this last couple of days. Actually going to have a full block of Super Metroid starting with this match here up until like almost 1 a.m. Dragon and Wreck Ship. Bit of a counterpoint. We're gonna see Chrono has to go all the way through the slowest path through East Meridia. But Cutie gets to shortcut this straight to the boss. And then if Dragon actually ends up having the item, then Chrono can lose a whole lot of time checking checks. The Sandpits, Aqueduct, and Shack Tool, all available checks. Where if you add together the time to make all those checks, can get costly. Wow, walking up to the egg before shooting it. Just delaying the reveal. Ended up just killing the blue suit. Doesn't have a use for it. Because You're not going to pop out into Precious Room. You are in Wreck Ship. This is a save for Sandpits, yes. For the area transition check, you can always pop in, pop out. Don't need to save for that. And there's one of our upper north hairs. Okay, so that means Chrono is not going to have to do the run back of shame. And we'll see if Cutie has the same luck. I guess they didn't hit that transition yet. Very good then. Yep, Cutie already did all the checks that they can do in Wreck Ship. Gonna need a Phantoon kill for the last ones. But yeah, we haven't seen the East Meridia boss yet. So Phantoon could be there. We already have a shuffled Ridley and Dragon. So some good boss shuffling going on this seed. And X-Ray is our East Meridia major item. It wasn't too out of the way, just here in the Sandpits. Just being one item in East Meridia, it might have made more sense to go to like Batoon and Precious first, since they're on path. But that is a little bit related to how you want to exit East Meridia. But did end up finding the major first in a sandpit, so doesn't really matter how you do it, since in a sandpit it was. And Cutie is here with the 4 E-Tank and 1 reserve Ridley fight. Had the option to get another reserve, but skipped it. And we're going to see how much they've been practicing, or if they need a bit of coaching on how to do Ridley. Yeah, Chrono unfortunately got the bounces in the sand. I don't quite remember how that happens, but you lose control of your character while you're bouncing. So that's just unfortunate time loss for Chrono. Feels real bad to like lose control like that. Yeah, Cutie probably can do this. Has high jump speed and screw. Took a hit there. It looked like hits are pretty bad. But does have the health for 1 hit. Draining reserve is not what you want to do. Free coaching lesson. 148. This is livable with a pause. Okay, it is just livable. But it gets through the fight. Well done. Good show. Everyone does like seeing the low Ridley fight, low health Ridley fight. And Chrono runs into Kraid at East Meridia. And this is going to open up that other major item that's in the Kraid area. So let's see if we get a Varia at Varia. It's a reserve tank. So gonna have to go back to where Cutie is right now, if you want that major. And then Upper Norfair still has a major. In front of East Meridia does connect to Upper Norfair. But we'll see what Chrono wants to do. Actually, going to the back side of East Meridia is rather slow from here. So might go to Upper Norfair on that basis. I was thinking that like the elevator exit to East Meridia goes to Wreck Ship, and that's a boss, and it has 2 potential items. But it's a long walk. And for anyone joining late, the modes for week 7 are all the settings. So we started in the save room across from Spore Spawn over in Pink Prince there, since we have random start going. We've seen boss shuffle. We have all the bosses shuffled into different boss rooms. We have full area randomizer, so the transitions between areas are shuffled. Let's see, that Torian is at the top of Red Tower today. Okay, so that's important information to find. We're playing Countdown. So the top of the screen says Up North 01, Red Bree 00, Crater 00, and that's all a count of the number of major items that are in each area. And it just means that Upper Norfair has 1 major item. And majors are the items on the tracker plus Grapple X-Ray. We've already seen X-Ray in East Meridia. Playing full item randomizer, and that means majors can be in any location. They're not going to be tied to a Chozo or anything like that. And then the hidden setting, Varia tweaks, also on, because that's packaged together with random start. And that's what lets them check the Wreck Ship E-Tank location without having Pantheon dead. But it looks like Chrono's going to clear out Upper Norfair. They're really just looking for Varia suit right now. The ammo count's pretty good for both of them. And then plus, while you're looking for Varia, you're going to run into miners. Unfortunately, it finds Wave. It doesn't even get the chance to check the miners first. So now you just leave and go somewhere better. And kind of looking like the Kraid warehouse is going to be our Varia suit. So Cutie, same idea. Gonna check upper north here, but from the ice beam side. Looks like Cutie has the reserve tank turned off. So on manual. So that could potentially cause a problem later. Mostly if you're trying to crystal flash. Then you might be surprised when it doesn't work and you die. Oh, gets a nice space jump ice escape. Opting to take the speedway to get to the right side and skip on Cathedral. This is a great way to save health. Bubble Mountains can be better checks for your time. And then there's also this E-Tank here, but you probably want to check one of the sub-rooms first. Like, get the 3 items at the reserve, and then pick up the E-Tank. I wouldn't even save with that E-Tank there. Having Gravity Suit, you can go right through the lava in this reserve area, and you're not going to take extra lava damage. Even running into the bat barely matters because you have Gravity Suit. But could turn the save into checks for various area transitions. Actually skipping the E-Tank entirely. I'm not sure who knows what, but between the two of them, we've built the whole map. Then Beep Boop was nice enough to send me a picture of it. So I get to reference that from now. I don't remember if we saw the... Yeah, it was Spazer. So Spazer and Green Brinstar. So these are going to be a bunch of checks that Chrono doesn't really need to be doing. Left that one random block there. Must have been space jumping through the water with blue. Just a little funny to see that. Cutie finds the X-ray pretty fast. Doesn't have to spend much time checking these. And it's starting to look like Cutie's in the stronger position now. Mostly by being up the wreck ship boss kill. Chrono's doing checks that Cutie's already done. At the same time, Cutie is doing a boss kill that Chrono's already done. And after they both do these two things, which Chrono will finish first, then Cutie will be up the wreck ship boss. Which was Dragon. Show off a 6 missile Batoon fight. No, just a 2 missile fight. You tried. I can't figure out the missile Batoon fight. It doesn't make sense to me. It feels wrong. Maybe we'll get a full halfie. It looked like a decent ledge grab with the sprite. And we're blasting off. Ooh, does get the full halfie. Oof. Ran into Spazer. Not happy. Spazer also ruined the Mission Impossible escape. Just by being Spazer. Okay, so we get a quick kill. Cutie gonna find the reserve tank, skip it. Yep. And it's looking like the crate item is gonna be the last item, the crate slayer item. It's that Varia suit. That's because I don't know what else there's to do. Phantoon's going to be in Lore and Warfare, so those wrecked ship items aren't going to matter for Varia. But very likely that Charge is going to be in wrecked ship. And you don't really want to go back for it now. So I'd start looking for ammo. 50-60 is enough to finish the seed. 40-60 also enough. So they're both already there. Where does left sandpit go, Kitty? What is this check? E-tank and power bombs. I mean, you could just skip Varia, but you'd want the power bombs. You don't need the power bombs. But he's kind of okay. It's just, you know where Varia is. So, you just go and get it. Yeah, not having morph bombs for Lore and Warfare really eats your power bombs. You lose about 5 in and out, so 5 each way. Just bombing out blocks. Maybe picked up the E-tank just for the health refill for this little section. But did have enough health to do what he's doing right now. And gonna run into the refill room. Croc door goes to far left criteria. I actually can't read this style of map. Use the condensed tracker. The tracker I use is found on the Varia Randomizer site. All the seeds for the tournament are rolled using Randomizer solver pythonanywhere.com, aka Varia Randomizer. And they have a tracker on the site that I use for tracking area seeds. You looking a little sus? Or are you just standing at the door? Little spaceman. There's tasks to do. Back to looking busy. I don't feel going through Wreck Ship is correct. That goes to West Meridia. Still trying to figure out what Cutie wants to do. But I'd imagine you'd want to go to Kraid's Lair and get Varia. Unless someone wants to point out, like, someplace that I'm not thinking of. Oh, good. I was sent an updated tracker image. So actually, Chrono has Kraid killed and is going to go to Kraid's Lair for the Ridley kill. And going to pick up Varia before the Ridley fight. They're both going to the same place at the same time. Main difference is Cutie already has Ridley dead and is also closer to Kraid's Lair. I believe Chrono hasn't seen the Torian entrance either, but this right side exit, it does go to Criteria and does lead to the Kraid's Lair. There's a very suit in the ceiling. It's like E-Tanks. It just has a different icon. We've been playing the seed long enough that maybe Chrono has checked every other entrance and knows that that's Torian. Now we're looking for Lower Norfair. And both are in Upper Norfair. How about that? Powering on the console. It's wild that that is a ship sprite. Who decided to make that a ship sprite? Oh, reverse slinky? No. Didn't get a mock ball. Reverse slinky actually easier than this. Because you don't have to shoot the gate. I'm not sure if it is easier or not. Shooting the gate isn't really the hard part. It's bouncing onto the first column. Yeah, once again, 40-65 for Chrono, 50-65 for Cutie. They're set for ammo. But it does feel nice to have charge, because then you don't have to worry about anything. You have a much easier time with Ridley this time through. Has the Varia suit. Conveniently enough, Varia is right next to Ridley. Just pick it up. It's right there. 30 quick supers. That takes out all of Ridley's health. Get picked up and die. Cutie has to be looking for charge, but it's not worth the time he's spending in picking up all these other items. Just takes a bit of mental pressure off, I guess. I feel like that's the big reason you get it. You can do the fast Metroid room strats and not worry about it at all. But at this point in the race, we have 3 bosses down for each side. They're both in go mode. And Cutie is just a bit ahead. Already in Lord Warfare, Chrono has to make their way there. And then it's just this one boss kill, then you leave and go find Torian. Charge would have given the easy 2-round Phantom. We're gonna have to show off his any percent skills. Give us a nice looking Doppler fight. So let's watch this. Gets that nice stutter. Gives you an extra missile at the very end. Wow, almost delayed that the 4th missile on the 2nd phase. Almost delayed that too long. It's clean 2-round. ARealCutie, 41 runner. Definitely put a lot of practice into the Phantom fight. This looks like about half of the Lord Warfare trip is the difference. This Cutie is starting the escape as Chrono is entering. But this is part of the seed where you have all the items, like all the good movement items. You're in go mode, so you don't have to think about anything. And Cutie can really just fall back on the practice movement for all these rooms. Especially just running out of here. It's just like old route. But you have a screw attack, so even easier. Don't have to hold the charge here. But like the only thing to think about is your final route to Torian. But once you have that picked out, you just have to execute. Yeah, maybe Hundo, Ellen Escape. It's a better way to put it. A little short on the spring ball. Yeah, the spring ball jump, you can't hold the jump the entire way. So you gotta time it a little bit, so it's a little bit tricky. And we know Torian is the top elevator exit of Red Brinstar. So just has to go through this entire area. And we'll be into the end game. Yeah, these bottom of Red Brinstar rooms are they're hard. Even when you have all of the items. Then there's also this climb. Like with screw attack, you're going to be breaking the platforms that you want to jump off of. But in this case, you get ice beam, so you can make your own platforms out of the enemies. So you don't have to worry about falling back down. And we can see Chrono try to match the Phantom fight that Cutie showed us. It starts with a fast, but doesn't get the missiles in time. Pretty good. They look like 3 missiles to me. So on path for a 3 round. Fortunately, once again, getting a disappear phase. I don't always count them as extra phases, but they really are. And we can also watch Cutie's Metroid rooms. And then a couple slip-ups. But overall, still going through them pretty fast. Yeah, you're gonna want movement speed for this 3rd room to go through it fast. Then going to group the room 4 Metroids because this is an ammo finish. So you're gonna want full supers. You don't need full supers, but good to have. Here we have Baby Skip. Got pretty close with it. Went for the fancy spring ball skip. That's a tight one to get. Always fun to show off, like give an attempt, but definitely very hard to go for. And a lot of the time, even if you do get to the door, like Camo said, you can get grabbed in the door. So certainly risky. So we're hitting 108 now on the clock. Pretty good time for a seed like this, where we got maximum randomization. But it is a point where you could start worrying about your opponent finishing. Variable wasn't too hidden, and they are both gonna last location it. Or both did last location it. So maybe a bit worried about that. And the ammo placement was good enough that finding charge wasn't really a concern. Cutie has enough ammo, it doesn't have to worry about missed shots at all. Don't even have to do math on it. Yeah, with the custom sprites, you really want to see these like more unique animations. Like you got the crouching energy drain Samus here. Crystal Flash is another good one. The custom sprites all have a unique Crystal Flash. I don't think we need to see it today. Yeah, Cutie just dead. Hopefully he can finish from here. This is not a great time to be dead. Usually a big setback when you die in the game. Yes. The Metroid will help. Just put them back together. And this is Chrono reaching the Torian entrance. Looks like about 3 minutes ahead. Cutie is. They didn't time the elevator or anything. Yeah, 3 or 4 minutes ahead. And then just a hundo escape. Oh, you gotta get this short charge. Last race of the tournament. Do you stay here until you get it? Sad. Probably gonna see a blue bomber though, right? Just not going for anything anymore. Yeah, this is a 3-3 matchup. So they were mostly just playing to see who could get that win of 50% of their matches plus. Just a nice break point. Cutie gonna be at the 4-3 after this win. So he gets to feel good in that regard. But we're already out of playoffs entering this race. Sad to say. This is gonna be Cutie taking a win. Okay, first place. And the time is 1:12:44. So GG to ARealCutie. Here we're just gonna watch Chrono go through Torian as we wait for potential interviews. Always fun to talk to the runners and get their thoughts on the tournament in these settings. We got the crazy settings this week, so see how they felt about it. Get another good Zeb skip from Chrono, so well done. And we can see here that there are 5 supers that can be missed. And that should be plenty of leeway. Yeah, especially in this crouch position here. Just fire away. Cutie, just gonna pass on this one. But we are joined by Chrono.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. How'd you like the seed?
I thought it was pretty good. I really liked seeing Gravity that early. But after that, it took forever to find Varia, which really slowed me down. But other than that, I felt like I played pretty well for my skill level.
Yeah, Gravity was at that awkward crumble tower where your health wasn't that great and then did take a fall.
Yeah, I died the one time. So
Yeah,
did
and it was
did
no trouble second time.
yeah. Did ARealCutie find that as well? I wasn't sure if they missed it, and that's why I didn't lose by like an hour or something. I don't know.
No, he found it about the same time that you did.
Okay.
He actually passed you due to that death. Was a little bit behind at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, from here you were playing the seed really well, and then took a bit of time clearing out Upper Norfair and Green Brinstar, and I think that's kind of where Cutie passed you, since he'd already done those checks earlier on.
Yeah, it felt kind of bad just finding Spazer after clearing out Green Brinstar like the second pass through. And I wonder, I probably could have done it earlier. Maybe I wouldn't have had to come back. I don't remember where I got power bombs and supers, but
Yeah, Cutie did that earlier on, and it felt pretty slow to watch. And just for Spazer.
yeah. Other than that, yeah, I already had enough ammo, so I just picked up a few comfort missiles for comfort. But other than that, I didn't really have to hunt, which was nice. I guess I don't know. Charge must have been Rick's ship or something.
Yeah, I was thinking wreck ship. There might be another item in Lower Norfair, but getting the majors out of wreck ship wasn't too realistic in this seed. Phantom being Lower Norfair. But yeah, you were both pretty late to Varia, so the race did look pretty close. Cutie had already done the Ridley kill, but then you could just pick up Varia, which was right next to Ridley, and had a nice easy fight.
He went to Ridley without picking up Varia first. So I went. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did Ridley when he first scouted that area pretty early on. But then had to come back later for the Varia. Um, so I guess that's the standout moments for the seed. You can see you save the animals here.
Yeah, I try and save the others if I'm not in. If the race is over or whatever.
Yeah, chat's happy to see this. Chat was also happy to see your ship sprite. That was a cool one.
Yeah, just added that a couple days ago.
Yeah, they keep adding new sprites for Samus and for the ship both that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, bring them to suggestions. I did the Enterprise one. That was my contribution, and the Upside Down Baby ship.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great ideas both. Okay, now that the stream is caught up, you can see Chrono is done with official time of 1:19:30, and gonna end out the Swiss section with a 3-4 record.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the tournament. I like Random Start and Area. I think those are a lot of fun together. Except, please, I don't want to start in Lower Norfair again. That's something I don't want to have to do again.
You got one of those? Is that in a practice seed or?
No, it was my race versus Nefarious.
Ouch.
Yeah, it took forever. I can't dodge those key hunters, so
Yeah, it's definitely the roughest start. But it's a unique experience. So there's that.
Yeah, I was hoping to go 4-3, but when I saw it was matched up against Cutie, I didn't know that I had much of a chance at that.
Kitty's definitely a scary opponent to meet
Hmm.
with at any point.
Yeah, amazing runner. Yeah, so that's all I got.
Okay, so that's all you'd like to say.
Thanks for tournament. Thanks for the comms and tracking. Can't wait to watch it back. And yep, GG, Cutie.
Yeah, thanks for that, Chrono. Uh, let's give a link to the racer streams. Yeah, and give a follow to Chrono and ARealCutie both. Putting on a great race for us, especially with this wild set of settings that we're getting here in week 7. There, for good measure. You can also give Beep to Boop a follow, who's our tracker, who was keeping all the icons lit up for me, so we could follow what was going on. But this match may be over. There is still many more tonight. We have a almost packed night on the various SpeedGaming channels for Super Metroid content. Ongoing now is Race on 4, and then later on is going to be SpeedGaming 1, 2, later on after that, 4, 6, ending at 12:40. We're back on SpeedGaming 1, Korea and Vibrant Colors. Just full block of content tonight. Saturday, a whole bunch of matches, not yet assigned to channels. Same with Sunday. And then the match to keep your eye on for this weekend is the Zeb versus Nevdy, which is going to be tomorrow at 9:10. Because Nevdy is our undefeated player currently. But with that, let's see if we can call it here. And see you all next mission.